It's wooden. So, it's the craziest ish ever. Last night, I had this huge breakthrough and it was crazy. It was so profound. I realized, oh my God, like I'm allowed to be happy. I'm allowed to be fucking happy. And like nobody can take it from me. It's like the first time in my life I had the most beautiful breakthrough with Marcos yesterday, last night. I've never seen him so beautiful in my entire life. And now I see that the enemy is trying it. It's so crazy. It's just wild. Yesterday, thank you, God. Yesterday, ironically, I talked about this coven that is trying to initiate Marcos because he's a magician. My man is one of the most powerful magical men on the planet. And I'm just so fucking proud of this guy. And anyway, we had this huge breakthrough. I realized, whoa, I'm in love with him. And then last night we had this moment and it was so beautiful. It was like all that war, all that battle that we had with each other over the last few weeks due to spells that have been put on us. We broke through it. I feel like last night we broke through it. And now all of a sudden, everybody wants him. Everybody wants me. Everybody's trying to like come to us in our dreams and energetically. And it's like, God, I finally fucking figured it out. Like I'm allowed to be happy. I'm allowed to have peace. And no matter what, no matter if anybody tries to stir shit up, they're not going to be able to. Nobody's going to be allowed to. Like I'm that person that's never been happy for too long because I always self-sabotage. I'll always be like, oh, well, somebody's going to steal it from me. Somebody's going to take my happiness. And, oh, excuse me. Somebody's going to just like, you know, whatever, when you're happy. And I just don't care. I really don't. Girl, I don't give a fuck. No, it's so fucking nuts. It's so fucking nuts. This is manifesting 101. The Matrix is glitching the fuck out right now, dude. This 3D simulation, the world, the whatever, it's just bipolar as hell. And it's going through a like midlife crisis. My 3D simulation, my Matrix. I go and I have this huge breakthrough and it's so amazing. And I'm like madly in love with the man of my dreams. And we have like the most beautiful moment I've ever had with him. And you would not believe, literally I wake up to text messages from him. He's freaking the fuck out. He's like, my entire family is coming after me today. And I think I'm gonna be initiated. I think they're forcing me to do stuff I don't want to do today, and I can't do it. I feel so not strong, and I remember I was in my own energy, and I said, no, that's not the reality I choose. My man does not work for a dark coven. My man has the strength of 1,000 warriors. Okay, my man, girl, my man is the strongest motherfucker on the planet. My divine counterpart is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. He is legit. He's legit. Strong, very strong. Everybody wants him. Every single person, every coven member wants him. And he has about, I'd say about 60 plus members of his family that I haven't even dried my hair yet. About, I would say 60 or so plus coven members that like want his attention and his time and his energy. And it's like, okay, great. Who gives a fuck? Okay. I don't care. I don't care. And when you are God of your reality, you are God of all of it. Meaning your person shows up exactly as you say they will. So if you're out here thinking your person's weak, they're going to be subdued to like a third party and like, oh, this person wants them and that girl's going to seduce him and oh, he's got to work all these extra hours and like you guys have to start fucking believing that you are the greatest of all time. I don't give a flying fart fanugan if there's thousands of people that want your person or want you to be initiated or want, it doesn't fucking matter. You're sovereign. You have free will in your reality. If you don't like the way somebody's showing up, then change it. Change it in your head. Change it in your mind. Change who you are being. Who are you? Are you that person? See, because this is what's crazy. Girl, it's so bipolar. It's so bipolar, my 3D matrix lately, okay? You're seeing a lot of glitches. I literally had the best time ever last night. We had this huge breakthrough, right? And I legit wake up this morning to texts, missed phone calls, like he's just freaking the fuck out, right? And if that's not the version that you're trying to manifest, weak, scared, timid, needy, clingy, like that's not, you're looking for a real, hella independent, strong, divine masculine or divine feminine. Like you are looking for the real deal. If you're not out here spending every day, every affirmation, every scripting journal, every minute trying to manifest a weak version of your person, then why are you going to accept that? Reject it. Reject it immediately. Deny it. You see? It's that easy. If it's not what you want, tell the universe, no, thank you. Sorry. That's not what I ordered. That's not what I ordered. I'm not here for mediocrity. I'm not here for weak. I'm not here for scared. I'm not here for somebody else having my man. Like, ew. No. Just because my man's a male witch doesn't mean that he's about to belong to a sick witch coven, okay? So I refuse to let that happen because I'm God of my reality. That's why it doesn't happen. And it won't happen because I am manifesting a strong man in my life. And that is exactly what I'm going to get. So I guess what I'm trying to say today's message is a lot of you might be feeling like one day you're completely good with your person and the next day it just all goes to shit. And you're like, what is this? What is happening? Hello, how are you? Like, what is happening? Why all of a sudden does it feel like we're about to break up, but we just had a really great date? Or it is that quick. It can really honestly change that fast, guys, for the better or the worse. You're in a simulation. You're in a video game. So if you're not getting the version of your person that you want, you have to change you, not them. It's not a them thing. It's not a them thing. So many people want to bark orders at their man and yell at them to change something. And it's like, you're not changing them. You're changing you. You're supposed to be embodying the you that already has them. To manifest, it is not self-confidence. It's not self-worth even. It's self-concept. What do you believe you are? Who do you believe you are in relation to love, in relation to manifesting, in relation to your career, your business, you as a person, like what is your core belief about whatever topic it is, okay? Your self-concept needs to be on point because guys, the matrix will chew you up and spit you out. It will, legit, it will just poop on your parade. You could I'm telling you, we had been fighting for 3 or 4 weeks and I wasn't able to figure out why. And I finally figured out it was because a witch coven that is trying to recruit my man had sent us some nasty ass energy. And we, for about 3 or 4 weeks, were trying our best to remove it. And we finally did. I felt like last night was the first time I actually found my husband again. Really, at his core, who he was as a person. I fucking found him. His higher self, his most perfect self. We had this it was so beautiful, and he even cried, and he was so he was just so receptive, and he just listened, and he oh my God, the way it's not the size of the dog, it's the size of the fight. Okay. But it's like I had that beautiful moment last night, not even 12 hours ago. And then I wake up to the Matrix having a fucking hissy fit, going bipolar as hell. Everything's stirring up. It's like every belief that I had is purging. And guys, I really, even though I believe, I don't want to put my limitations on you, but I really do believe that it's possible to go through a purge. That is a limiting belief. And as a coach, I hate when people push limiting beliefs. So don't take this if this isn't your message. But for me, I have found that if I manifest something new, or I decide one day I want something new, the next day or a few hours later, like something will happen to ask me, like, do you really want it? Do you really want it? Because we're going to show you something else. We're going to show you what shit thoughts you've had in your head all this time regarding that subject. So you may wake up one day and just have a totally different desire in your mind. Like you may wake up and just be like, I want to own a bakery. Okay. That's a desire placed there by your higher self. You should accept it. You should claim it immediately as done. You should already know you're the best motherfucking baker on the planet. You should know that. Claim it as soon as you have a desire. That is your life purpose. That is your divine being. That is your essence. That is what you are here to do, is just to claim whatever desire comes in from your higher self. So when I last night had this huge, oh my God, it was like, I don't know. I just found my husband again. I mean, I swear to you guys, after 3 or 4 weeks of us being so out of alignment, so out of balance, it just clicked. There was just this moment, and he was like, you're so beautiful when you're in the present moment. And I can't believe how good you are and how much I want you. And we had this beautiful moment. And then I literally wake up to text messages, phone calls, all this, like his entire life going to shit. And why? It's because he has to be in alignment with the version of him that I continue to see. So he's going to go through some crazy, chaotic moments. Good. He should. He should see how strong he is, because he's the divine masculine. He is the one that I choose. So if he is his higher self, like I saw last night, and I only bring him into my reality like that, because I'm a fucking goddess. I'm an empress. That's what I deserve. He will not be coming in any other way than that. Let the universe do what it needs to do. Let the matrix do what it needs to do to course correct his ass, to bring him into your reality exactly as you say you deserve. This is where self-concept comes in, guys. You have to be on your A game. You have to know that you are that bad bitch, that you are the one that, of course, every man goes to God to find. You have to know, like without a shadow of a doubt, that every single person who ever meets you wants you. You have to know you're God. What else is there? You are the only operant power in your reality. You're it. You're the only one that makes rules in your reality. So if you go, like, if you have a real crazy instance like this, you have a really great time with your person, they finally reach out, they haven't talked to you in months, and they call you and they text you and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then the next day they just ghost you again. Stay firm in your knowing that you have just cracked the code. You have literally just manifested the version of them that you want, and all you have to do is stay persistent in knowing that is yours. Because I'll tell you what, this matrix is bipolar as hell, honey. Yeah. But anyway, when he called me and he was like, I have to go to my family and I have to go there, and I think I'm gonna be initiated, and if I don't talk to you ever again, I love you. And oh my God, it was so sad. It was like he really thought that he wouldn't win the battle. Like, he really thought that being surrounded by that many people for an entire weekend would mean that we lose each other. And it's like, I had to really remember my power, even though it looks on the surface like other people are more powerful than me. Even if there's like 60 plus people, like, on both sides of his family that work in a coven. And so I had to remember I am the operant power, not 60 uncles and aunts and fucking cousins. And I am God of my reality. My man shows up the way that I say he will. I don't think that he is weak like that, so I'm not going to entertain it. You guys are out here doing 10,000 affirmations a day. I am so loved. I am so chosen. I'm wanted by him. And then turn around and for 2 seconds you think a negative thought like, oh, but he's cheating, I bet. Boom. That takes more precedence. 10,000 affirmations of he's mine. And then you have 2 seconds of a slip up, and you're giving that more power than you would the 10,000 affirmations you just said. A thought is a thought is a thought. You're the one deciding which one actually takes hold. So anyway, when I saw this version, a weak version, scared, he was like, even on the phone, his voice was trembling, and he was so defeated. He was like, I haven't even fought yet, and we're not gonna make it. Oh my God, go somewhere. Oh, fucking bye. Bye, honey. See you never. I don't care. Bye. See you tomorrow. Of course we're together. Of course, because I am God of my reality, not 60 plus coven members. You see what I'm saying? So you have to believe that you are it. There's no one else that can manifest for you. Sure, they can give you their opinions. Sure, looks can be deceiving. There can be, I'm talking hundreds of people against you, hundreds of people that are telling you, you will not have this thing, period. But you are God. And so for you to be in that energy of course I get it. I don't know how, I don't have to know how. I don't care. Doesn't matter how. Of course he's mine. Of course that's mine. Period. I don't know how. It doesn't matter. You have to stay, because I'm telling you guys right now, this whole wishy-washy back and forth shit, like the Matrix is having a field day, okay? It's taking a crapper on the lawn, all right? That's what's happening. You're seeing your Matrix just go up in smoke. It's not, you're not crashing the Matrix. You're not ending the simulation. You're simply conscious within it. You're just aware within the simulation now. Okay, it's as if you're in this world, in this simulation, in a video game, and you're wearing a VR headset. It is the most virtual reality. It is the most realistic shit. Okay, it looks really, really, really real. It's supposed to. It's part of the video game. It's part of the fun. It's supposed to feel real. It's supposed to feel real. That's the glory of it. Okay, that's why your ass created it in the first place, for you to insert yourself. It's like basically just believe, like your higher self created a video game and said, let's go into it. Let's go into a virtual reality and then see how it feels to be God and recreate, matter itself. But there's a cost for that. There's a price to pay for that. You had to, descend. You had to be in hell to create heaven from it. You had to come here, forget who you are for a little while, which means that unconsciously you manifested a whole bunch of shit for a really long time. You did. We all did. Look, we were all living under the veil of consciousness. We were all living unaware. Okay? But slowly but surely humanity is waking up. Slowly but surely you are waking up. You're the only person in your reality. Really? You're the only one making rules. You're the only one setting the bar. You're it. So for you to see the Matrix have a fucking meltdown, bro, it's a good thing. Let the shit get triggered. Let this whole thing go fucking wild, hog wild, okay? Because when you decide, I have a desire and that is mine, it's already done. It's already done. The fact that you have a desire for anything proves that you're already that in another reality. There is already a version of you that has that thing. That's why you crave it so much. That's why you desire it so much. And again, if you guys are investing every single day into scripting and journaling and affirming and doing like all this manifestation stuff, right? If you're out here wanting a husband, a good husband, a loyal wife, or a beautiful job, or whatever, why then would you accept when the 3D tells you something else? Why are you giving power to the fucking Matrix that's glitching out and having a fucking bipolar episode? Why would you? You want a loyal husband. not a dude who ignores you for 6 months. So why are you focusing on the fact that that guy did not text you and take you to Olive Garden for 6 months, honey? Why are you focusing on that douchebag version of them when there are infinite versions of that man or woman? Why? Especially when you spend so much time throughout the day manifesting, going to coaches, buying these books, doing this course, why? It's just so simple. It's so simple. It's so simple. Manifesting, guys, it's so fucking simple. It's been this simple. Okay, it's been this simple. You've been literally manifesting since the second you were born, babe. Okay? You were just doing so unconsciously. The only thing that's changing is not your manifestation abilities. You've always been a master manifester. You're literally the best at manifesting because there's no one else to manifest but you. Okay? So it's so easy. You've literally been doing it since the second you were born. The only difference now is you are doing it consciously. You are choosing what you want and selecting only that. So if you are presented something in the physical world, girl, and it shows you 2 inches from your face, the fucking truth, I don't care. I don't care. You tell the fucking matrix to kick rocks. I'm not wanting that. That's not what I want. That's not what I asked for. Bye. Thank you. And then you shift your mind back to what it is you want. You shift your affirmation. You get on a really, really good mental diet and you say, no, that's not what I want. I affirmed for this. I didn't stutter, universe. I said this. Keep going back to it. Keep going back to it. I don't care how many people oppose you. I don't care if your 3D looks like it's on fire right in front of your face. I don't give a shit. You manifest through it, girl. You look at the 3D having a bipolar episode and you say, no, that's not it. That's not that's not my reality. That's not my reality. Nope. That's not mine. That's not mine. No, thank you. No, thank you. I want this. I want this. And really, to change a person externally of you, you have to change you because it's just a reflection. The 3D is simply a reflection. That's all it is. So when you change you within, who are you being? Who are you conscious of being? Are you conscious of being that business owner? Are you conscious of being that one that's always sought after, that is so high valued, right? Are you conscious of being that goddess or that god? Are you conscious of being that one that's married? Or that is the CEO or is... Who are you conscious of being, especially if you're trying to find a new job? Are you conscious of being a person who's employed and who is fought and sought after so much by tons of different companies? Are you? Because if you're not conscious of being that, you're not going to shift into the fucking reality where you have it. Period. That's it. End of story. You manifest who you're conscious of being. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you're conscious of being. Do you know that you're that bad bitch? Do you know that you're that bad bitch? Period. Hi. You need to be motivated of losing fat. The fuck I do. Thank you so much. I love my curves. Go on with your fat phobia. So the real question is, are you conscious of being that person that always gets what you want? It's not a game. I mean, it is a video game. It's a simulation, but it's not a game in that you can take this so not seriously. Guys, you have to take this shit for real. Like, it is your life. It is your life. It is your energy. It is your matrix. It will be your trap. It will be your demise. This will be your prison planet. If you do not start manifesting good within it, it is going to be your own prison. Okay. What I would highly suggest is believing that you are the only operant power that can manifest. Even when the 3D tells you, oh, here's this glaring problem. Here's this issue. You can look at it and say, that was old news. Every single time the 3D shows you something that you do not like, you're gaining more conscious awareness in looking at it and being like, whoa, I could have this. This is just one option of millions and billions of realities that I could choose from. It just so happens the Matrix highlighted this one for me. It just put this one in the spotlight. That's it. That's it. But it's one of bajillions, guys. Even your person, dude. Same body. Different consciousness. New consciousness. Who dis? People wake up the next day looking completely fucking different. Acting completely fucking different. And look, I'm trying to really motivate my damn self here. Because last night I had the most romantic encounter with my boyfriend. It was so fucking beautiful. It was by far the best experience we've ever had as a couple. And it was so beautiful because it had been after 3 or 4 weeks of doing so much fucking work that we had this amazing experience, and it didn't last nearly an hour. It was just so beautiful, and we were so soul connected. It was gorgeous. And sure as shit, I wake up to the 3D having a fucking meltdown. Phone calls, texts, everybody just fucking going ape shit because they can feel that he's not in their reality anymore. He is not in their grip, their power anymore. Because in my reality, my man is sovereign. He has free will. He is strong as hell, very independent, right? And so he shows up that way. And anybody who has, until this moment, viewed him as anything other than that is not going to be extremely happy, okay? A lot of people that thought they could put their grubby paws all over him are about to learn the hard way that, nah, I manifest the right way. They might manifest using magic. They might manifest using, spells or attachments and this, and I don't care. It doesn't matter. I get what I want, period. I always get what I want. Always, 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 always. I always get what I want. Always. Even the times that I was unconscious and I didn't know that I was getting what I wanted. Right? I would focus on trolls. Guess what came in? More trolls. I would focus on poverty. Guess what came in? More poverty. I would focus on boyfriends hurting me. Guess what happened? Horrible relationships. I would focus on all the wrong things. And now that I focus on the right thing, I just get a beautiful picture of a sunrise that he sent me, beautiful. Now that I focus on the right things, and I know that I am that bad bitch, I am that girl that everyone wants. I am that woman that everyone wants and everyone needs. Because I know that about myself, because I've changed that about myself. Now my 3D reflection has to, by spiritual law, has to show up exactly like that. Period. And there's more and more proof of it every day. Exes coming back from the past. People that I haven't talked to in 5 years showing up on my streams, and former clients wanting to rebook with me, and just crazy shit. Because it is a self-concept thing. I am that high value. I am that prize. I am the top priority in my own reality. I'm God. Who else is going to be top priority in my reality? A politician, a man, a boyfriend, a boss, my mom, my dad. Who else is going to be God of my reality? Right? Stop talking. I don't care. I'm literally never going to. Anyway, hello. Hi, Harry. How you doing? So great to see you, my love. Very right. Let's get it, girl. Let's today manifest. Let's this weekend manifest something so fucking amazing. All right. Like, just yesterday, I was watching, you guys watch Sammy Ingram. I love her, a manifestation coach on YouTube. She's pretty amazing. You know what I love about her? Look, and I did not always like her. I did not like her mean girl attitude for the longest time, but honestly, she gets fucking results. She might be a little bit of a mean girl sometimes, but just not even. She's just very, don't fuck with me. Yeah? Stay the fuck over there. That kind of attitude, which I love. And anyway, she's the only person that I ever see as a coach having constant success in her comment section. Like, if you guys ever watch Sammy Ingram, if you haven't, you don't know about her yet, she's the GOAT of manifesting, okay? She, in all of her beauty, in the way of her just knowing she is the GOAT, she's the greatest of all time, she fucking gets results. You will see thousands of comments every single fucking video that she has. And it's always results from people who don't even pay for her coaching. They're just like, oh my God, I listened to Sammy and boom, this happened. Boom, this happened. Boom, this. It's insane. Proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding. The results are there. Like, the greatest of all time will always remain the greatest of all time, right? So you have to realize that no one gets to manifest in your reality but you. Everybody's got their own quantum bubble. Everybody's got their own little fucking paradise or hell. You got your own thing. Everybody has their own matrix. Every single person has their own reality. In your reality, you manifest for you. You're God of your reality. In my reality, you show up the way I want you to, period. That's it. You're kind, you're loving, you're generous, you're always getting results, you're always manifesting the best things, you're sharing amazing success stories, you're empowering other people, you're convincing yourself all the time that you are God, like that, though, that's it. You show up like that and that's it. I refuse to see anything else. I refuse to see my clients in any other way. I refuse to see my viewers in any other way. I refuse to see my husband any other way. So when you are presented something in the physical 3D world and you're like, okay, it's there. It's glaringly obvious. You don't ignore it. It's like, it's there. You see it, but you can acknowledge that it only happened. It only occurred because something up here, your thoughts until this point were not aligned with the version of you that has the opposite. All you got to do is change it. Just change your fucking thoughts. Be like, okay, yeah, I see it, but this is temporary. This shit ain't gonna last. It always works in my favor. Whatever was happening, it always works in my favor. And another thing too, guys, is it is instant the second you say it is. So if you look at your 3D reality and it's something that you don't like say for instance, a bill shows up and you're like, oh God, why? It doesn't matter why. Doesn't matter why. What is it that you want? You don't want a balance, right? You want a zero balance, correct? You want that to be just poof, disappeared. What you want is you to call the call center and them just be like, honey, we don't have your account here. It's closed. That's it. Denied. It's over. It's over. You don't have a bill. That is what you want then. So why are you fucking focusing on the fucking bill that is piling up on your nightstand? Why? You go all day talking about how you're so rich, you're so wealthy, you have so much money in your bank account, you're so amazing, you're so this. And then something shows up in your 3D and you just like, all that goes to waste. Girl, 24 hours a day, you're fucking affirming that you're the richest bitch on the planet. And a bill comes in and you're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? You're gonna fucking ignore it. You're going to see it. You're gonna be like, that's cute. Okay, zero balance. Isn't that amazing? You're going to assume that it's a zero balance. You're going to assume that what you saw was a zero balance. You're going to revise it. You're going to be like, okay, it's zero. It's zero. It's zero. It's a zero balance. I love that I'm so rich. I love that I'm so rich. That's the reality you're claiming. That's the one you're working on. So why are you accepting garbage when the 3D just spits out anything because it's having a bipolar episode? Huh? Nah, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. So tired of this. So fucking tired of it. I'm doing great. Let's do something amazing. I love it, girl. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have an amazing weekend. Because I woke up after that beautiful night with him. Oh my God, guys. Magical. Magically delicious. All right. And again, I've been having so many problems in my relationship for the last 3 to 4 weeks. And so last night we had this huge breakthrough and it was like, hallelujah, hallelujah. And I was like, okay, this is delicious. I gotta have more of this. Tell me why I wake up to just the whole matrix going to hell in a handbasket, girl. Because I just woke up and I decide on love today. I decide on more of what that was last night because that was delicious. I decide love. I decide that's my husband. I decide he shows up for me exactly just like that. And sure as shit, the 3D shows me the exact opposite. All of a sudden, he's super scared. He's super timid. Everybody's ganging up on us. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. It's all working for the benefit of me. Everything. Everything is working for the benefit of me, myself, and I. Why? Because I'm the greatest of all time. Why? Because I'm the motherfucking GOAT. It's working in my benefit. Of course it is. Stop giving a meaning to everything that you see in the 3D as like it's failing. Start twisting it and being like, oh yeah, no matter what, even if he goes to be with a karmic, like he's just gonna miss me. Of course. Oh, if he visits over there, he's just gonna miss me. Because that's exactly how it is. And every single time that's the phone call I get to, he's like at a party or something, and he's like, hey, so I can't stop thinking about you. Right. Exactly. Because I'm fucking amazing. All you need to do is remember who the fuck you are. What's pissing me off so much about this community is you guys will spend 10,000 affirmations a day. I am so beautiful. I am so amazing. He wants me. He chooses me. I'm so great. And then something shows up in your 3D to tell you opposite, and you put so much stock, you put so much weight on that. When you've just had 10,000 thoughts of I'm chosen, and he shows you one little thing that you're not chosen, and you're like, oh my God. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. That man drools over you, honey. That man is addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. You remember that song? Oldie but a goodie. But yeah, this matrix is having a freaking glitch out today. Girl, it is looking real weird. I woke up and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so lovely. Like, we just had the most beautiful time ever. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be in love. And I woke up to a text message that was like, you don't even take our relationship seriously. I'm done. Okay. Whatever. Okay. It is like, that is so weird to me. And so I know it's a limiting belief, but I actually do believe that the universe, like the matrix, sometimes will have a purge. So if you decide that you want something, sometimes you'll see the exact opposite show up. Who cares? Who cares? I actually got to this point where I started assuming that there will be a purge. And that's just it. That is a belief that I hold so deeply within that my matrix has to show me that. I have an assumption, and because it's the law of assumption, it's the law of belief. If I believe that I have a new desire, I choose it, that the universe will do the opposite, then this is my problem. Don't take it on as my limiting belief. Don't listen to this part. Don't fucking listen to this part about a purge. There doesn't have to be a purge when manifesting. However, for my dumbass, there certainly has to be, because I have a belief that anything good I want comes at a price. This is how also it needs to change. We need to change this. You're allowed to instantly claim whatever you want, even when the 3D is showing you the opposite. And sometimes, and this is the coolest thing I've found. Affirming, like when you see something you don't like and then instantly going into your mental diet and changing it, being like, oh my God, I love that he's so obsessed with me. I love that we're together. We're so happy. Oh my God, I'm the happiest I've ever been. Doing that sometimes feels so good that it might actually scare you. It might actually freak you guys out, because I've had a lot of people tell me I was insane in the membrane, like completely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, when I would defy my 3D reality. This is how I got out of collections. I had a debt for like a year and a half. I was in collections. I couldn't get them to fucking change the bill to save my life. And it was actually supposed to be paid off by insurance. And every time they would submit it, something would happen. It wouldn't go through. Finally, I decided it's a zero balance. Of course it is. And I made that decision that I'm not going to have any reality except that one. And sure as shit, I was on hold when I made that decision. I was on hold with the supervisor. And she came back after just minutes before telling me that I had a balance. She comes on the phone and she says, ma'am, you've actually had this balance at a zero balance since April. Within seconds, girl. I swear to everything holy. Seconds. I had just decided while I was on hold, after she had just told me I had a balance, I sat on hold. I said, nah, I don't know. No. Of course, that's not my reality. I'm a fucking millionaire. If I'm a millionaire, I would already have a zero balance. So therefore, I have a zero balance. She came back on the line, and I swear to God, she said, ma'am, you've had a zero balance since April. The same woman had just told me I had a balance. It's all about you. You're God. You're the only consciousness that makes the rules. So what I have found is sometimes it scares a lot of people when you're that radical, when you are that cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, in that you oppose the 3D the way you do. Like, if people were to see that bill right there on your table, right? You would look absolutely insane. If you were like, oh my God, it's zeros, and that's so cool. They would look at you like, are you looking at the same paper? You're not looking at the same paper. You're looking at the paper that's in your imagination to replace this one. I know a lot of people don't always like that. Who gives a fuck? Who cares if the people in your area, in your energy, in your family do not understand that you are manifesting using your imagination? Okay? You are revising what you have just seen. It is not that hard. It is not that hard. It's fucking easy. It's the easiest thing in the whole world. For real, guys, manifesting is legit the easiest thing. It's scary easy, okay? And a lot of people that come to me, that's like one thing they're so worried about is like, but everybody thinks I'm crazy though. I keep talking about how me and my man are married, and everybody else is like, is she high? Is she fucking deranged? Is she? Like, look at me. I'm married. Honey, I'm married to a god, okay? I am married to a boss, a daddy. You see? You see the gorgeous ring there? I am married to the love of my life, period. And then that's one thing that I think in manifesting, like those are the things people don't talk about. How Delulu is the solulu. Being delusional is the solution. Manifestation is not logical. You're not about to manifest a debt clearing off in your name by being logical. Like it wasn't logical how that debt was paid off. It made no sense. It wasn't even the insurance company that paid it. It was literally the collection agency itself just dismissing the balance. It was their problem. They were the one that kept submitting it wrong. And so I said, you know what? No, I don't accept that. The supervisor had just on the phone told me I had a balance. And I said, no, on my reality. Why would I have a balance? I'm a millionaire. I'm a trillionaire. Why would I have a balance? I would have already paid that. Had I had $1 trillion to my name, that bill would already be paid off, right? So go into the energy of it's already paid off. You're already rich. Rich people don't normally be, rich people aren't normally in collections. So what I would suggest to you is understanding that right now the world is topsy-turvy and shit is going crazy bonkers. And I get that. But it's because so many, and I'm convinced so many people are losing their power over you. You are claiming sovereignty. You're claiming your godhood. You're claiming that you are the only operant power in your reality. And what do you think everybody else in your family is going to think right now? What do you think everybody else at work is going to think? You're sitting here thinking you deserve a raise and nobody else is affirming for it. Nobody else thinks they get one, but you do. You have the audacity to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm the favorite. Literally, my boss loves me. Duh. Who doesn't? There's a lot of people losing control over you, collective. They're just losing control because you're gaining control. Somebody has to have the power, okay? It's your power. And you handed it over, and that's okay. That's what we all did. We all did. We all handed it over to the 3D. We would look with our physical eyeballs at the shit going on in our life. And we're like, yeah, those are facts. That's real. That's real. Okay? It wasn't. It never was unless you wanted it to be. And most of you didn't want it to be. You didn't want to be broken up with. You didn't want to be gossiped about. You didn't want to lose your job. You didn't. So what I'm suggesting is that you realize no one is allowed to steal your power again because it wasn't theirs in the first place. Okay? It really truly was yours. You were just unconsciously manifesting from a very, well, I would call it low vibration, but it's just unconscious, unaware. You did not know yet. You did not have the knowledge yet to realize that your awareness, whatever you focus on, grows. Take it from a girl who literally lived in a fucking car in the middle of the desert in Arizona in the summer with no air conditioning. I lived in my fucking car because all I could manifest was more poverty. All I could manifest were people hating me. All I could manifest were men abusing me and just, it was horrible. It was horrible, right? But I had no idea. I didn't understand yet that what I focus on grows. So why are you guys focusing on the anger? Why are you focusing on trolls? Why are you focusing on poverty? Why are you focusing on your man coming in and having like a bipolar episode? And he's like, I don't want you and fuck you and we're broken up. When you just had the most beautiful romantic picnic date last night. Why are we listening to that? Why are you believing that 3D has any control over you? This is just an extension of you. You shouldn't be afraid of your matrix. You shouldn't be afraid of the 3D. It is you. It is simply a reflection of what is going on within. If you're not happy with the 3D results yet, you're not done. You're not done. I have a zero balance. Everything is already, period. It's already paid, period. You have a desire for it, which means it's already done. You wouldn't desire it if it weren't already a reality. All you have to do is claim that one, and you have to know as God that that's the only one you're entitled to. You're not entitled to poverty. That's not your gig. You're not about that. Why? When money is infinite, it's just energy. Why? When it's just numbers on a computer screen. Why? When it's just paper. Money is just paper. Do you know what I mean? Why? Why are we so convinced that when the 3D shows you a bipolar episode, you have to believe that shit? Girl, no. Is that what you've been affirming for 10,000 times a day? Have you been affirming, I am so poor. I never have money. I love bills. No. No, you haven't. You have not been affirming for that. So why would you accept that garbage reality? You know, you're out here telling the universe every day, like, oh my God, he wants me so much. I'm so addicting. He loves me. We're married. We're so happy. Why then would you accept garbage in the form of your man texting you once a week? Girl, what are we? Toddlers? You're a motherfucking empress. What do you mean? You're a goddess. What do you mean? What do you mean he calls you one time a week? Girl, what? That dude's brain dead. He will show up the way you assume he will. What you focus on grows. So I would highly suggest you go into your imagination and see the text messages. Boom, 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 boom. I would highly suggest you hear his voice in your imagination. Oh my God, and you're so beautiful, and I love you, and I want you, and I can't believe I fucked up, and oh my God, I need to take you out. We need to go. What are you focusing on, though? So many of you are focusing for 10,000 affirmations a day. He's lovely. He wants me. I'm chosen. I'm okay. So why then would you believe the reality of he's distant and cold and he doesn't take me to my favorite restaurant? Girl, why? It doesn't make sense. Nothing about this makes sense. Okay. So I'm just going to give you some real life experience. Last night I had the most beautiful evening with the man of my dreams. Absolutely, literally. The man who was perfectly tailor-made for me, 100%. Why? Because I'm a master manifester. I'm the GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. Of course he's my fucking soulmate. Of course we're two peas in a pod. Of course he wants me more than life itself. Duh. What I want wants me 1,000 times more. Of course I manifested the most perfect man for me. And so I had the most amazing night. It was so beautiful. We were, oh my God, it was so amazing. And after having fought with him for 3 or 4 weeks and not being able to understand what was really going on, I was going through a growth spurt when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to knowing who I am as a conscious creator. We were going through such fights and arguments, and God, it was ugly. It was so fucking stupid. And so I just said, nope, I'm not accepting this. No, I know that we can do better. I know that he's better. I know that. And so last night we had this huge breakthrough, and it was so beautiful. It was such a gorgeous, honestly, it's something I'll remember forever. It was so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, yes, I win at life, bitch. And then turns out, less than 12 hours, he literally texts me, I'm done, we're over. You don't take this relationship. Girl, what? I was like, it was like I was literally laughing. You have to get to that point where you fucking giggle. Because you're like, what? That is cute. That is so cute. Like the Matrix, be trying it, honey. And I love that. I love when the Matrix will just glitch out and it's proof of how powerful you are. But do not get attached to one reality that is showing itself to you. it's just one reality. Revise it or just change it. Just be like, that's cute. That's not mine. I'm not voting for that with my consciousness. I vote with my consciousness. I vote with my awareness. And my awareness has been on him being the sexiest motherfucker alive. Not a weak little timid, shy little scared boy. No, a real man, a boss zaddy. That's the only thing I see. That's the only thing I see. Other people may see him the way that they used to, that they want to. That's okay. I bring him into my reality by assuming that he is that boss daddy version. He is not a weak, scared little, shy little timid thing. He is. Anyway. Anyway, man, girl, I wanted to just maul him last night. Local girl. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Woo! And that's all. That's the only one I vote for. So what I'm going to do is maybe I'll write in a journal, a scripting journal, how amazing he is in a imaginative scene. I'll imagine a scene and I'll write it down. I'll put myself in that energy of having a man like that, right? Or I'll just keep affirming in my head, like, of course he wants me. We are so happy together. Everything in my life is so perfect. It doesn't matter. Whatever the thing is, you just have to know that it is one version of reality out of bajillions, guys. It just so happens that on the spectrum of all realities, you happen to bring this one into your physical world. That's it. Temporarily. And only because it was from your shit thoughts, right? Your shit thoughts manifested. Oops, okay, whatever. Correct it. There's never any failure in manifesting. There's never any failure. You can't fail. It's your own world. You're God. There is no failure. There's, oops, that sucked. How about we realign? How about we figure something else out? Because that's not it. That's not working for me. So if you're not affirming 10,000 times a day, my boyfriend is breaking up with me, then why would you assume it as truth? Your energy, your consciousness, your awareness, the words you speak, the thoughts you think constantly are going towards, of course we're together, we're married, he's so happy, I'm so happy, we're in love, blah, blah, blah. He chooses me on top priority. Then why? Why? Why are we accepting the garbage of the opposite? It doesn't even make sense. So I'm just really trying to pep myself up today because the old me would have shit bricks if I would have seen what I saw today. Oh my God, the old me, girl. It would have freaked out. I would have had some Ben and Jerry's, been in the fetal position, sucking my thumb. I would have been fucking terrified that he wrote to me, yeah, I think we should break up. Okay. We've literally spent 24/7 for the last 4 months together as husband and wife. Instantly, the first phone call we ever had, we knew that we were twin flames. Within 5 minutes, I already knew this guy. I already knew he was the one. So you're telling me that I'm going to believe some glitch in the matrix that texts me this morning and says, you're not taking this seriously, I'm done. Right. Sometimes you just got to laugh. I don't know what else to do. You cannot cry because this shit is a joke. You can't take it seriously, guys. You should get to that point where you literally laugh in the Matrix's face. You laugh in the 3D's face. It should get to that point. It should be so comical that you're just, okay. Okay. And I'm Sandra Bullock. Yeah, you want to break up with me? It needs to get to that point, right? That you laugh in the Matrix's face when it shows you a reality you're not trying to build. Girl, that is not your reality. Move along. Focus on what is your reality. What kind of person is he being? How does he show up for you? He's a fucking god, honey. This man is a god, okay? Which is fitting because I'm a goddess. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to date anybody that's not a god. You know? Like, duh. So I am the one that creates the rules, not my matrix. My matrix shows me one option of a billion gajillion other realities, and I just decide. This one sucks. I want this one instead. And I'm going to go into my imagination. I'm going to go into my journal. I'm going to go whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go meditate, visualize, seeing what I actually want to see. What is it you truly want to see? Focus on that. Do you want to see that he doesn't call you? Do you want to see a breakup? Do you want to see the matrix glitching out? I mean, come on. Don't get caught up in the movement of it. Don't get caught up in the movement of it. Stay in the end result. The end result is you and them married. The end result, baby, is him right here next to me rubbing my feet. That's the end result. Actually, no, for real. This is like he's like right here. You see that? That's the end result. So I'm not going to accept anything that 3D is saying to me. But I do know, and this is because I do know how it feels, girls. Oh my God. The way that I have had the Matrix do this to me so many times that it broke me. I mean, my heart was broken, shattered. I would get a desire. I would feel so good about something that I wanted, and then boom, the Matrix would take it away from me, or so I thought. But it's not that it's being taken away. It's that your old thoughts and beliefs are purging so that this new whatever it is you want comes in. And it just so happens to be hilarious in the form of my man trying to break up with me. Okay. From his mouth too. He was like, okay, so what they're gonna do is they're having me all weekend. I have to go hang out with my family all weekend, and they're gonna initiate me. If I don't talk to you anymore, Jenna, just know, please, I love you, but they're initiating me today into a coven. Because my man is that magical. He has to be. He's dating Jenna the Magical. He has to be a legit magician. So anyway, of course everybody wants him. He's the fucking GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. He's my man. Of course everybody wants him. Of course everybody wants him. Who wouldn't? Everybody's paying attention. So all I have to do is say, okay, that's not my reality. You don't work for them. You work for God. Period. Period. End of story. Right. That's the reality. I say so. So again, you're not changing them. You're changing you. You're changing yourself to believe that that is the one. You are the only one that they want. You are the only one that your employer needs to have. You're changing you. You're not changing them. It really is not a them thing. It's not a them issue. It is really all about self. So if today you see something crazy go on and you're like, what the heck? What the actual fuckaroni just happened? If you see it and you're like, listen, something ain't right here. Correct. It is simply just your matrix readjusting to bring you your manifestation. Give everything a positive meaning. Everything. He even was telling me, he's like, I'm not going to fight with you. I'm just going to go. I got to go deal with all this. Exactly. Because he shows up in my reality respecting me, not fighting with me. If he wants to fight with somebody else, he can go to any karmic from Karmicville. I don't give a shit. It's not going to be me. It's not going to be me. The most valuable person in my reality, a goddess. It's not going to be me. He wants to fight, he can go somewhere. It's not going to be me. So you have to know that you are that. You are that hot commodity. You are that valuable. You are that desirable. You have to know that you're chosen even when the 3D tells you you're not, okay? So I'm just going to tell you from experience. Last night I had the most amazing time. And then, less than 12 hours later, the Matrix is shitting bricks, glitching out. Telling me some stupid BS like, oh, I'm breaking up with you. I don't want you anymore. Okay, bye. Uh-huh. All right. Okay. Like, let it do its thing. Like, it's actually kind of humorous. I'm serious. It is. If you get to that point where it's laughable, that's a good sign. Girl, if you get to the point where you're laughing at your 3D matrix, that is such a good sign, because that's how you know your subconscious has been impressed by the new you, by the new version of you. And you just know your manifestation is coming, because you can look at something telling you the opposite and laugh in its face. That's when you know you're doing it right, babe. You should be laughing. You should be laughing every day at how ridiculous the Matrix really is. It's so funny. If it's having like a bipolar moment, it's so funny. Just let it go in one ear, out the other. Okay? Excuse me. I've been telling myself in the face of everything that I am God's child and I am who I say I am, period. Okay, I love it. Unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. You know that song from, what's her name? Oh! Staring at the blank page before you open up the dirty window. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I can't remember the lyrics. Anyway, the point is unwritten. Of course you're God. You are I am. You are that I am. Which I am is that? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. That's why in the Bible, everybody was telling Jesus, who are you? Like, are you this person? Are you this person? I bet you're this. He said, who do you say I am? The Christ consciousness within you. Who do you say that Christ awareness is? You say, I am wealthy or I am broke. I am healthy or I am sick. That I am is all that there is. Who do you say that I am is? Who do you say Jesus is? Who do you say you are? Who do you say the God self in you is? Do you say that you're somebody with a bill? Or do you say that you're somebody who has millions of dollars and can pay that bill like it's nothing, like it's nothing? Staring at the blank page before you open up the bed. So I'm in such a state of peace, girl. I just got broken up by my man today. My man broke up with me. And then in an hour flat, he's already texting me constantly.